What's going on, guys? This is Daniel with ItsWorthMore.com, and today we're going to give you our top picks for used iPhones as we head into 2021. Now, before we share what those topics are, we think it's important to share some much needed information when choosing a seller to buy from. When it comes time to upgrading to a new phone, some automatically think of financing through their carrier or even paying full retail price for a brand new iPhone. However, there's a healthy market of gently used iPhones at a great savings compared to their newest counterparts. In fact, the used and refurbished market is exploding with more and more businesses, marketplaces, and online stores focusing on this industry. Amazon within the last 2 years started the Amazon Renew program. eBay just started their Certified Refurbished program just a few months ago, and new channels like Back Market have popped up to cater specifically to the refurbished and used electronic space. In addition, many privately owned businesses have online stores geared toward this market. Stores such as Gazelle, Declutter, and our very own ItsWorthMore.com offer some great pricing and warranties on used and refurbished devices. What this means is that there's a lot of competition in the space, and that results in lots of choices for you. As the competition heats up, the quality of these devices have gone up tremendously, along with longer warranties. 1-year warranties are becoming the standard. With that said, which iPhone should you buy? There's a lot that goes into answering that. But know that the build quality on iPhones is so good that they can last a long time. We usually only stop recommending iPhones when Apple stops supporting the software. In fact, if you're currently using an iPhone 6 and are on a tight budget, an iPhone 8 would be a great upgrade for you. Some key factors to think of when buying used is battery health, condition, warranty, and seller reputation. The reason why these are so important is because they can directly affect your purchasing experience in a big way. Battery health is so important because, as we know, you want to make sure that your iPhone doesn't die in the middle of a cool TikTok video or a shocking episode of Blind Manor. So it might be a good idea to see if your seller offers a guarantee of over 80% battery life for fully functional devices. In addition, sellers usually provide various conditions per device, such as fair all the way up to like new. This offers you an opportunity to buy on a budget, and with some careful consideration and accessorizing, you can actually save some money. Typically excellent and like new condition devices look great and will have barely any flaws. Very good condition devices will have a near flawless screen and some wear on the body, which can easily be hidden with a case. Finally, good condition devices will have common wear and tear, but adding a case and a screen protector will hide most of these flaws. Another key thing to look out for is warranty. What does it cover and how long does it last? This is where the seller or marketplace reputation matters. You want to make sure they are around to honor the warranty should issues arise. Now, there are also some things to consider when looking to buy a used iPhone that you may want to take into consideration. First and foremost, we wholeheartedly understand that in these uncertain times, money may not be readily available. And for those that are really looking into getting a super low cost option for the time being, then I would suggest looking into an iPhone 7, 7 Plus, or even an iPhone 8 if possible. They fall within the $100 to $200 range, and since we know a large portion of the country is working from home, we also know that a smartphone is absolutely necessary in most cases. But for the sake of this video, we thought it would be a good idea to share our feelings on some issues that have caused these devices to fall on the wayside, even though they are still good, tight budget options. Right now, we know that the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus are no longer supported to receive iOS updates, which, as we have seen in the past, are the early stages of incompatibility with certain apps over time. Based on what we've seen over time, each model usually has an iOS update lifespan of about 5 to 6 years, which means that the iPhone 6s, 6s Plus, 7 and 7 Plus have about 1 to 2 years of updates left. With that said, there are some common technical issues with the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus, as well as the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus. Since its inception, the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus were known to have a problem with the aluminum housing. It's very bendable in nature and a lot less durable than future models. Because of this, the Touch IC chip on the motherboard fails over time, which causes the touchscreen to fail. Unfortunately, due to this design, a screen replacement does not fix the issue. Apple since then has fixed the issue by placing the Touch IC chip on the screen instead of the motherboard, which is why a screen replacement can fix this issue in future models. This will require soldering repair, which requires the help of a seasoned technician with this kind of experience, which raises the cost of repair. Now, in the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus, we have seen two prominent technical issues, and they stem from almost the same problem as the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus. The housing is still prone to bending at a specific position, usually right near the audio IC and baseband chips on the motherboard. When the audio IC chip peels off, you'll notice a serious problem with all audio features on your phone, from callers not being able to hear you to your speaker not working at all. Now, when the baseband chip breaks off, this basically bricks your device and does not allow you to activate it for service or even use any of the model's features at all. For these reasons, we haven't added these to our list, but with this knowledge, you are definitely able to find ways to prevent these by having a sturdy case and making sure you don't sit with your phone in your back pocket. The biggest factors that we took into account besides budget were durability, size, performance, and longevity. So the way we have broken these down is into 3 budget brackets, from $300 to $400 all the way up to $700 to $900. So if you have already determined what brackets you wish to fall in, we have actually placed the timestamps to each budget bracket so you can go straight there and see our top picks that fall within that cost. But if you would like to see our comprehensive breakdown of why we have chosen these devices, then stick around. Now at a $300 to $400 budget range, we have selected 3 great options. The iPhone 8 Plus stands out as a great option for those that lean towards a bigger phone in hand, especially with the processing power matching that of the iPhone X and slightly better battery performance at up to 14 hours of video playback. You also get the retro feel of a physical home button, which may be a preference for some people. However, if you're one to watch a lot of content on your device, then you definitely may lean more towards the iPhone X. Yes, it has a smaller general size, but surprisingly has a bigger display area. Also, the iPhone X has a 256GB storage option for those that really need that extra space for tons of music, photos, and videos. With the beautiful Super Retina OLED display, the iPhone X is definitely our pick in this range. Now, we also wanted to give an option for those that may fall in this bracket, but may want a bit more value, and with that we suggest the new iPhone SE 2nd generation. Now this is the smallest device in the bunch with an LCD display, but it packs a punch. With storage maxing out at 256GB and the same A13 Bionic chip as the iPhone 11, it is definitely a powerhouse in a small body. Now we have some really great options here that may surprise you, such as the iPhone XS Max, the iPhone XS, and the iPhone 11. The iPhone XS Max has the biggest screen overall with the beautiful Super Retina OLED display, which will make video and photo content look absolutely beautiful. And with great battery performance at up to 15 hours of video playback and up to 512GB of max storage, this iPhone is not one that can be beat at this price. But if you're looking for something a bit smaller, then the iPhone XS is about as close as you can get to the iPhone XS Max performance, but at a smaller overall size device, and battery performance of up to 14 hours of video playback. Besides that, both the iPhone XS and XS Max carry the A12 Bionic chip, which provide equal CPU performance for these models. Now for the one that we think may provide some great value, the iPhone 11 may be an awesome option. This device has the best CPU and battery performance of the bunch, with the A13 Bionic chip, which houses 8.5 billion transistors, giving it a 20% increase in performance than the A12 found in the XS and XS Max, as well as up to 17 hours of video playback. Aside from that, you have the newly integrated ultra-wide lens, which may be a selling point for creatives that love taking some awesome photos and videos with their phone. Even though this device's storage maxes out at about 256 gigs and has the Liquid Retina LCD display, we believe it is definitely a contender when it comes to overall performance and value. Now, if you are able to splurge a little bit, then we have some great options for you. The iPhone 11 Pro Max and iPhone 11 Pro really stand out here, especially with the iPhone 11 Pro Max blowing every other iPhone out of the water, with battery performance up to 20 hours of video playback, great CPU performance with the A13 Bionic chip that we talked about earlier. Basically, if you want a bigger screen, then go for the 11 Pro Max. Now, if you're not looking right now and are willing to wait, most likely by early next year, the iPhone 12 series will have matched these prices. And then it may be a good idea to get the new iPhone 12 Pro or Pro Max, especially with such notable upgrades such as the A14 Bionic chip, 5G internet speeds, as well as the LiDAR scanner technology added to night mode portraits. So if you're in the market for a new or used iPhone, make sure to check out our store And if you're looking to sell some of your phones that are laying around collecting dust, you can go to ItsWorthMore.com and submit an offer to sell your device to us as we strive to make the process as easy and seamless as possible. We guarantee a battery health of 80% or more on all fully functional devices, as well as a 12-month warranty and a wide selection of conditions for each model based on what you're looking for. Thanks for checking us out. If you're interested in more content from us, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you can get notified as soon as we upload.